And the second question of the day is, this might get deep, it might not.
Oh
What is the
goodness.
proudest moment of your life?
Oh, fuck.
Mm.
When I didn't
Wants to
let
make
you
us
hear
cry
me pee
again.
this time.
Nice.
Mm.
And on that note, Darius, close this out. Balls? I mean, you only have a few options to say. Not that anyone in your family is going to see this, but except your brother.
I have two.
Pick.
Okay.
All right, Ashley, you go.
Well, the first one is probably walking the stage after high school, and as I was leaving, my mom is in her wheelchair in the aisle, and I like ran out and like gave her a hug, and then
Aw.
like,
Aw.
Mm.
Nice.
me feeds.
And the second one?
Oh, the second one was when I got the contract for my novel.
Oh yeah,
Also
that's
pretty
huge.
amazing.
That's huge.
Anyone else?
Ready? No, no one has the feeds.
Bex?
I don't know. Every week, my team
So-
has been posting this question, like, "What are you the most proud of this week?" It's starting to get really under my skin.
Shane knew. Shane asked
That's
them, you know,
my
what was
I
the
didn't
most
know.
recently?
Because it's just like you can't do everything in life sizing it up. And like on the work level, I'm like, dang, I'm like proud I hung out with my friends last week or something. Like, I don't know.
I'm
I
proud when
can't
I
really
do
think
hood
of
rat
anything I'm
things.
proud. Yeah.
Yes.
You wouldn't beat up your grandma
Mhm.
though.
No, I wouldn't beat up my crowd.
Bex is
You beat
happy
up your
that
grandma?
she is proud that
No,
she
no, no, no,
showered
no,
this
never.
year.
I wait, okay. I'm proud of anytime I've saved an animal. Like the stray cats that my little brother took from the backyard that were really fucked up. Like String Bean was supposed to lose his eye, but I cleaned out his eyes and I like nursed them to health and I blew all my money on them. Then I gave them away to a friend instead of keeping
That's
them
very
even though I
sweet.
wanted them. And they're like fat, happy cats with really nice owners. So I'd say I'm proud of that. And I must have done some hero shit one time. Like somebody definitely told me to hold her baby once and I gave it back in one piece. But
Fair.
That's
And
huge.
one piece is pretty big.
yeah, do not ask strangers to hold your baby.
Great.
It's really
Because they can walk away with your children.
It's like don't. Everyone's always trying to give me their baby at the moment, and I don't get it.
You
But
look nice.
yeah,
It's like,
lot
ew.
of
One day you
money.
always ask for
Here, you
directions.
got this back.
Darius?
I don't. I keep.
He
Oh
likes
Close the
it.
door.
Let me check to
Close
see.
the door.
Like,
Close the door.
No, 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 no. Because
Close the door.
that was like my. I don't know if I would say that's my proudest. Like happiest, sure,
Yeah.
but not necessarily proudest. And so, like, I'm just one of the things that keeps coming. I guess when I booked, like when I first got paid for like acting, like I was like, oh, I got money for this. Yes, so that's definitely up there. And so I'll go with that because I can't think of anything else.
Yep.
When I booked my first gig and got paid for it,
Nice.
that was awesome.
Tater, do you have one, a real one, not just a peeing one?
A real one?
Yeah.
Oh no, I really wasn't gonna think about any of that.
Okay, that's fair.
Um,
Oh, I didn't do that for Darius.
I just choose when my answer seems insufficient. Just don't take it seriously.
That's fair.
Never fail.
Balls?
See, I'm with Darius with the, the wedding and my daughter being born. I mean, those are great moments, and yeah, like I cried when my daughter was born, and I'm sure I'll cry in 9 days when my next daughter is born.
Yeah.
Didn't cry at my wedding, but anyway, I was more worried that
Well,
stuff was gonna go wrong, ironically,
yeah.
and keep it away from the wife.
Not everybody can keep it together.
So-
at their
Shane,
wedding.
you might have to cut some of this out.
So, but
The more weddings I hear about, the more I see that weddings are just like a day so that can happen.
Yeah.
Wrong things can happen.
oh, so like.
Yes.
So like in LARPing, I've done a ton of stuff where I pulled shit out of nowhere, saved a bunch of people, kept it moving. Like we've done a bunch of things, and it's like that shouldn't have happened. In that game, I'm proud of those. But like in life, like uh, I mean, part of me was proud when I started working in live television, right? I worked for News 12 as a director. I remember one time where we lost power. Power went out in the studio, and the power went out in the newsroom, and somehow we were still on the air. And I remember telling the anchor we were in the middle of a package, which is a reporter reporting on a story that's already recorded, and I just told the anchor, Molly Rokosi, I said, "Hey Molly, I got your back. Don't worry." She's like, "What are we gonna do?" I said, "You're gonna just keep reading the newscast. You're gonna pretend like nothing's wrong." And I had to finagle the way the newscast worked on a machine that was very linear, and you had to do things in certain order, otherwise these errors would start popping up. But because I screwed up often when I first started, I was able to manipulate the program in a way to avoid these errors. And what I did was anytime it would go back to the anchor on camera, which we called a tag, I would jump back to the original video or a VO, and have the anchor read the tag while video was playing. Then I would jump to the next VO, add a little transition real quick. And at this time, I had a new producer, and she looked kind of like deer in headlights. And I just said to her, "Just keep track of the time. That's all I need you to do. I'll take care of the rest." While the anchor was reading another story or an intro to a story, I got on the horn with the weather guy, Mike Favetta, and I was like, the beauty behind that weather guy was that he could talk forever about weather and make it seem exciting. He was very interactive, and he kept you very engaged.
He was the
And
anti-Darius. Okay.
yeah, and he and I was just
Excellent.
like, I was like, "Hey Mike," I was like, "Hey Favetta," I called everybody by their last name. "Hey Favetta," oh, he cried.
You know
Can
what?
you,
That doesn't come up in the final thing.
You sound like you're made of bagels.
Can you?
Vo,
I asked
I
him if
got
he,
on the horn.
yeah.
Pavetta.
Well, that's exactly what I did.
He's
I'm like,
Italian.
"Vetta, can you give me Can you
Yeah.
give me 2 minutes?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can give you 2 minutes." I said, "Okay, great." Thankfully, it was a very weather-heavy day, because if it's just sunshine for the rest of the week, it's like, "Oh, this sucks."
Mhm.
So we managed to never let the audience know, or the viewers know, that we lost power.
Nice.
And then we went to Favetta, who he was able to show his maps. He never had to go on camera either. And then we ended the newscast, and the producer looked at me, and she's like, "How the fuck did you do that?" And I said, "I don't
Yeah,
know."
I would have gave up
but
and
that
been
was
like, "Well,
awesome.
we missed an episode."
And then I threw open the control room door. My boss looked at me, and he was just like, "We're gonna have to blah blah blah." And I was like, "No, no, 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 no. Watch that newscast. That was perfect."
Hmm.
So I was out career-wise. I think I was pretty proud of that.
Nice.
That moment.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And to
Yeah.
close it
I
out.
w- it
Oh,
made
sorry.
me think of an actual one. It's not my proudest, but it's one of them because it was always on my bucket list, was skydiving. Skydiving, yeah.
Yeah,
scary
I
as
would have
fuck.
done that at
Something I would
18, but
never
not
do.
now.
I mean, my eyes rolled back and I passed out for like the first 3 seconds. Like,
I mean, that
I
happens
did
to you
not.
weekly.
Her eyes roll back and she passes out.
But I'm
That
closer to
happens
the
with every
ground.
tag
When I
in
woke
this
up, I was
podcast.
still falling from the sky.
Oh
So,
god.
Where you're like,
Yeah, no.
"Ah!"
No. I mean, at first, you're screaming and then you're just like, oh my gosh, this is fucking beautiful.
Oh.
Fucking just like, it looks like you're flying. And then once the power sheet goes up, then it's like, a fucking, dream.
I'm gonna
Because
ask
nothing's
something
really
weird.
going on.
Right.
Do
Yeah.
they make you wear a diaper? Like, how do people not piss themselves?
So I was attached to the instructor and
That's how you normally are.
Yeah.
he was like, yeah, I had
like,
to give
just,
him
like,
my
make you
number
pee a lot before
technically
you go? 'Cause,
because
like,
he was
like,
like,
pee.
really
Oh,
close.
I'm on it.
And then when you're landing, he tells you to like kind of put your legs up this way
Yeah,
so he
so
can
you don't-
land, so you
yeah.
don't break your feet or anything.
I don't know.
But-
Being a skydiving instructor sounds like a good
I-
job.
Yeah. I did not expect to be that close.
Yeah,
It
you're-
really
you're-
didn't matter
you're
that his
attached.
penis was
Was
on
he
me though
hot?
because I was too busy worrying about falling from the sky.
Yeah.
Was he hot though?
I mean, hot enough that I didn't mind.
And Bex, if you did that, you would just air dry.
There you go.
Oh yeah, by the time you get to the you're probably all dry by then.
There you go.
I just always wondered if they wore diapers or not, because I just feel like that's something you definitely pee your
No
pants.
diapers.
No, I just wear
I wouldn't even
diapers
say
because I wear
pee, I would say
diapers.
you
It's not
shit
because
yourself.
I'm skydiving.
Probably.
I would think for a woman, especially, all the airflow hitting maybe you might cream in your pants because it's like a lot of stimulation. The airflow.
I think you're
I'm
overestimating
a little
the
confused.
air.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Vagina.
Talking about
Air is
kissing
not
yourself,
penetrating
shitting
you.
yourself,
I mean,
rubbing up on
the
his
air pushes
piece
your
is
skin
too
back.
much.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
sorry.
wait,
That's
wait.
I took
exactly
it
how I
someplace
looked
too
when I
far.
went skydiving. I was like this.
You're talking about getting air fucked.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
Is that like an
women
Air
don't
Bud?
women don't like dryness down
We're
there.
not
That's
balloons.
usually
What the hell?
A bad thing.
Yeah, no, I don't know. What
I
I'm
once had
imagining
someone
as
tell
I
me
hear
they
this, but
they
it's
Blowjob.
sat on their subwoofer and came that way, and I
A
can't
what?
imagine a
A
subwoofer.
subwoofer? I mean, the
What's
a
bass must have
subwoofer?
dropped in that freaking
So blah blah
song.
blah.
We'll
What?
talk about other stuff.
Anyway, to wrap this segment up,
A
my
subwoofer? What is
Wait,
that?
let's hear
What
Shane's
word
proudest
is that?
moment.
What the
You don't
fuck
know
is
what a
that called?
subwoofer is?
Yeah, right. Am I saying it wrong?
I think you're saying it
Subwoofer?
right.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's subwoofer.
Woofer.
Fur. Le
What's
fair.
that?
It's
It's
a
Oh,
French.
yeah, I
fair.
need to look this up. Hold on.
It's
It
French.
comes from the French, I heard. Yeah.
Little dog.
Oh my gosh.
Sub.
I thought for a second, did I fuck this up? But no, I just.
I've never heard that word.
It's not me, it's you. Yeah!
Yeah.
Subwoofer.
Sure.
I love how like her audio
You're
just
such a
sounds like.
woke.
I just heard Eker.
Just say your fucking name.
You never heard somebody say subwoofer there?
My
Yeah.
proudest moment is stumping Ashley just now.
I know. I mean, I was also.
Subwoofer's not
confused.
just a
Yeah,
speaker.
but that's, you know.
Yeah.
It's a sideways speaker that goes below.
Any case,
Thank
I mean,
you
I
for
guess
elaborating.
getting
It
the
does other
job
stuff too that I
at
don't know, but go ahead.
ABC.
No.
Apparently.
Do
When I
not leave
first started at
Shane alone with
ABC and like going to work in a studio every day and whatnot, that was a pretty proud moment because I'd never thought it would ever materialize. But I'd say
I was proud of you for that.
thank you,
Mhm.
Yeah.
thank you.
That sounds pretty
Personally,
I
though,
was like, this
yeah.
guy works in ABC.
yeah,
Yeah.
cool. We were both in television at the time. It was cool. But I mean, I guess really though, it'd be the 26-hour bachelor party downtown Brooklyn shoot where it was just
Was
the entire cast and crew for the most part. It was 62 or 68 pages of dialogue in that one day that we had to do, and multiple locations, hot as fucking balls, and just all night shoot. We didn't get kicked out of the hotel. We had strippers, we had belly dancers, we had all this stuff, and there was just.
say, did we have strippers or did we have
Well, no, remember the guy stripper, and he freaked out because he found out that Scarlett is a trans woman, and so he started emailing people who the person who connected us was like, can't show my face on that. I can't be seen grinding up. He's an ignorant bastard. But aside from him ruining it after the fact, that day itself was, for me, was just personally the fact that it all came together.
I was very proud of you.
Well, I was proud of
was very
everybody,
proud
but
of you,
thank you.
man.
I mean, for me, just personally though, it's everyone coming together and it being, by the end of it, we're all a happy mess. But it was amazing. I mean, 60-something pages of dialogue with, I think, what was there, like 23 of us there that day shooting, something like that. It was a ton of us.
I was gonna say that's it. I thought
No, when
it was
I actually
more.
counted out, I think it was about 23. But it was. I
Oh, it felt like
Tater
more.
was there. Darius was there. It was just the just like pinnacle of my independent film life and web series life, and I don't think I've ever been prouder than that day succeeding, and everyone was brilliant. Everyone was
Getting
absolutely
shit
brilliant.
done.
Yeah.
good times. That was great. I
They-
had fun that day.
Shooting in Central Park with the AIDS walk was
Oh, the
amazing.
AIDS
too.
walk was a
I don't know
great one,
how
too.
we pulled that off. Holy
A
shit.
lot of luck. We had this in season one of Stills before Darius and Tater were on it. We it was a much smaller cast in season one. And long story short, I wrote scenes at the AIDS walk. So let's show up to the
Oh.
AIDS walk and shoot it. So it was something we wrapped, I think, at 2:45 a.m. the night before. It was a 5:30 a.m. call downtown. And we walked in and we went to where the setup is. It was pretty much like 2 cameras. Best you got was 2 takes. And it really wasn't. It was only maybe 12 pages of dialogue, if that, maybe 8. Which in reality for a real production is like, that would be a week's worth of shooting. But in reality, obviously, that we're independent. So we just went from location, location, location. It was brilliant. They actually set us up. And at one point, the guy's like, you got it. You can't be right here. But I'm going to set you up an area right here. And they literally cordoned it off for us. And we were like, okay, cool. They gave us something free of charge, no permits. And that was a great
So
day.
nice.
But it wasn't quite as great as
Yeah.
that 26-hour shoot, which
Did you
was
guys
one
do
of
the
the best
walk?
days of my life. No, because everyone was way too tired to do it afterwards. They were like, we wrapped at 2:45. I'm going home. But, yeah. But actually, I think we had more shit to shoot that day too, right? Lois, do you remember?
I don't remember.
I think some people went home, and I think the rest of us went on to shoot some more. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but that was.
I felt like we did part of the
That was
walk.
9 years ago.
Oh, don't say stuff like that.
Yeah,
I remember
please
we
don't.
got blocked in at the beginning before they started the walk,
Yeah.
and you were like, "What are we doing?" And I was like, "I'm gonna get out of here." And when I walked over to that guy, and I was like, "Oh, open it up, we gotta go." And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "I gotta go." And I made that I was freaking out. I was like, "I can't be stuck in here. I gotta go." And then he opened the thing, and he was like, "Go ahead, go." And I was like, "All right, guys, go." And I'm like, he's like, "Who are you?" I was like, "I'm nobody. I just gotta get out of here. Let's go." And then he spotted us further down filming, and then he was just like, "Here, go right in here." And I was like, "Oh my god, this works. Thank
that's awesome.
Thank you for.
I forgot about that. You're right.
Me not being too much of an asshole.
That's good. That is good. You talked to him enough to get him confused to get what you want from him.
Tried.
I mean, it works sometimes. If I remember to do it.
Yeah, he was like, "Who are you? What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm a nobody. Don't worry. We're nothing. Just go. Come on."
Well, that's episode 18 of Maybe Next Week podcast.
18,
I
man.
should have worn this last week, but hey.
Hey.
Oh, we're legal.
We can die for our country, but we
I
can't
was gonna
drink.
say, yeah.
Darius, would you like to close us out?
I was gonna say, Darius, shut it down.
All right. Well, we thank you. What the hell? Sorry.
Oh
Take
no.
Take 2. All right, guys and dolls. We thank you for watching this episode of Maybe Next Week. And we'll see you tomorrow, the next day, or maybe next week.